Zach, is that your hand up? It's okay if it's not.
Maybe he's, how he's saying that his eyes go dim and no more days. It's like saying that he's lived what he has and like, you know, he's just looking back at it, but like he's dying. And he's just remembering everything that happened in his life.
That's interesting. Yeah, that.
He's gazing back into his kind of feels like everything before was his memories and he's coming back to reality from his.
Back to reality. Okay, so if we said the first stanza was the old, and then this is the new, but with memories. What are we going to say this last stanza is? Yeah, Zach.
Well, I just have another thing.
Yep, tell me.
Maybe he's like at a funeral. He's like looking at a person because that's what he's getting remembered.
Okay, so funeral. Yep.
I would say the last stanza is him kind of accepting but mourning what is going on.
Alright, anybody else? Yeah.
I kind of think he's a lot older, just from the fact that he's really religious. Like, I know, kind of my experience, people who are usually older in my family are more strong in their religion.
Yeah. He could be older because he is making these illusions. You don't often see nuns. I was out walking on the Greenway one day and I saw these nuns. And in a weird way, it kind of spooked me.
Horror movie.
Not like in a horror movie kind of way, but like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
I saw a nun in a bar one day. She had on her habit. I was like, it was weird.
Alright, Caleb has his hand up.
I don't understand where this church aspect is coming from.
Okay,
Like the church closing in prayer.
okay.
Because in the first, I guess, stanza,
Uh-huh.
it's talking about the different types of fruits.
Mm-hmm.
Then it says perish fairs,
Uh-huh.
the highest prize. So then he talks about going back to memories.
Uh-huh.
So couldn't he mean like in the first paragraph, like, or the stanza, that like where he is now, the fruits and stuff aren't near as good as what they were. And then going back to memories, like the nun-like hills are like a sacred thing, like where he's from, the hills were, or the trees were sacred.
Uh-huh.
That's where the nuns are coming from. And then I'll get the last stanza.
Okay. Yeah, JT and Zach.
How do you, like, what is perish, like something like goes bad? Is that spelled the same way?
I don't know, is it?
No,
Yeah.
parish is spelled with the E.
That's what I thought.
I thought the parish when you died was still, or when you suffered is still.
Well, that would be if a fruit died as well. It would be perishable, right?
Yeah, alright.
I have
Either way, I don't think he's
It's a good play on words, though.
It is.
I don't think he's accepting the way he's living just because he still says he's hungry for the old familiar ways.
Okay.
So that means he wants to go back, and he's weeping about how he's living this new life.
But weeping is a way of accepting and moving forward.
You can
still
still
It's a
accept
process.
that. That's your life.
That's Zach.
Back to
way
like
Okay.
when he says
Yeah,
he's
just
older,
go
like
back.
just more, and as he's wiser than you would think, that we like think a younger person would be, because he went way more, I guess, in depth or spiritually with anybody else, and that he knows that he wants the past to be the present, but he has to cope with it, and
I think that's an interesting word, cope. fit for the highest price. I'm getting this because someone said that it might be a funeral.
So go.
If he's
Oh, go to
religious
heaven.
and using these nun-like hills, benedictions, yeah,
Maybe go to heaven.
could be maybe heaven, like heavenly fruit that's so delicious it's almost like nectar of the gods. Right? Did you say ambrosia? Could be. Alright. So here's what I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you take about 5 minutes on your own, and then you're going to work for 5 minutes with the person next to you. I want you to come up with your hots. Now this is pulling everything we've talked about together and coming up with a new idea. So what does it all mean? You can say he's at a funeral, but so what does this all mean together? You can say that he's older and wiser. Why? Give me something, so what? So what does it all mean? Yeah.
I don't understand how you are supposed to word hots. Like, is it a question or what? It's all this random stuff.
It can be my tip to you, if you're having trouble figuring out how to start a hot, is to try to think of a HOTS question and answer it to the best of your ability. If you come up with that HOTS question, like, what would you do if you were in his position and why? And then you try to answer that using the context, would you react the same way? Then you're going to come up with that higher order thinking concept. Right?
But you just say, I would do this. That's hots.
I mean, that's part of it. I mean, you have to explain it and use the tone. If I were him, I would have let go a lot earlier because look at all the time he's missed, blah, 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 blah. Yep.
Are we answering the HOTS question or like writing instructions for HOTS? Because HOTS can be like instructions to do something too, right? Like.
They wouldn't be instructions to do something. It would be like an analysis, like a critical.
Well, because we did.
Why don't we do it together?
Oh.
Let's do this together real fast, and then for the next one, you'll do it on your own. How about that? Okay. If I were going to take everything and put it all together, there are different ways I could do that. One way I can say is this story is about, or this poem is about the sequence of loss. So they say you have stages of grief, right? So this is almost in a way him expressing his stages of grief. He has the old, the fruit. He has the memories, and it's making him long for it and miss it. And then he has this sadness and then acceptance. And the reason that it's so important is because you can tell that he is no longer, in the end, living in the past, but going to try to live in the present. That present would be what?
New York.
New York. Where was it?
Where was he
Somewhere
before?
south.
Somewhere else.
Bolivia.
How many of you have ever moved before? Do you miss where you lived even now?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you miss it. There's a place that is always going to be considered home there. Richmond?
No.
Oh.
Bridgeport. That's a fun place there.
Oh.
Or Pittsburgh.
Have some steel. Okay. So there's always a place, a space in your heart for that home, that original home. But if you live there too long, you're going to miss finding a home where you are. So at that, say that's what I wrote originally for my HOTS. If I were him, I would, what would you do?
It's you.
Hmm?
We're gonna say it's you.
Yeah.
I would move to New York and get over it.
You would try to get over it a little quicker. Okay? Yeah.
I would try to find a way maybe to move back if it's making me that sad. I mean, I don't know what the context of it is, but
Okay. Yeah, Morgan and
I would think of the pros and cons, like make a list of what one place has to offer and the other place has to offer, and the place that had the most to offer, I would just stick with that.
Okay. You would make a pros and cons list, decide what if he didn't have a chance? Yeah, exactly.
like kind of connecting to what they said, I mean, if, since he wanted to move back, so like, he wanted to move back, but there's obviously something else that's holding him back from going back, like a job offer or a family member or maybe a funeral.
Yeah, there could be things holding you back where you can't go. Yep.
If you can't go, then I'd try to like live a bit of my, or hold on to a bit of that past with me so I could still live in this new life and have like a piece of home, like that tropical fruit that he could get.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, staying stuck in the past doesn't really help because, I mean, sometimes, like you said, there's nothing you can do about certain things. And if in this situation, moving was something he could do about it, then you should just, I mean, it's hard to tell someone to let something go when you're not in their situation. But in this situation with moving, that is kind of something you have to let go. So you should just kind of attempt to move on the best way he knows how.
Try to move on the best way he knows how. So, on the top of the paper that you got, you wrote your prediction. And if I'm saying that this poem is about the old, the new, the memories, and the acceptance, so you get every single bit of it right.
You never wrote a prediction.
Oh, you didn't write your prediction?
No.
Oh, we talked about our predictions, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, did anyone feel like they got it 100% right? You got it 100%?
My idea was that he was thinking back about, or he saw something that had reminded him of his old home, and then he was sad about it at the end.
He said he was looking in his store window.
Looking at something.
It's better than other people saying that we were in a tropical area.
That's what looking at something. But do you think he's still, I mean, he's sad at the end. But don't you get the feeling that he kind of accepted it?
Yes.
When
No.
you cry, it makes things better sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes when you cry, you're acknowledging
You
the
let it
mess.
out. Because keeping it in doesn't, just makes you depressed.
Keeping it in doesn't do anything, or crying doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
It just
keeping
makes
it in.
you frustrated, and then you just burst out, and instead of crying on your own, you burst out and just.
I mean, now,
The only thing that about, like, one of the things that's keeping me from the accepting thing is that it says his eyes grow dim, and it seems like he's still, when he turns away, he's like, it's too much pain for him to handle, to keep looking and remembering by
Yeah.
looking at this, so he can, like, he can't look at it anymore. To me, it's not really saying that he's moving on, he's just, like, not looking at whatever's brought up that pain again.
More of that, he's accepting where he is.
Yeah, or maybe he's already accepted it, and that was just a little bit of memory that got brought back by something.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe the reason his eyes grew dim and he had to look away was because he left where he was because of a tragic event or something. And that looking at that reminded him of like lost family members or something.
Very good. Do you see how with this, we're not just retelling what happens in the poem, we're creating new ideas. Remember how we said one of those key hot words is create or evaluate and judge? Some people are making judgments about it, about him, and about whether or not he should be thinking these things. Yeah.
are you going to tell us the true meaning behind this poem?
You defended it. There is. Your meaning is the true meaning.
Oh my gosh.
Defense. It's all about the evidence. And with that, how about you flip your paper over and I'm going to prove it to you. What I want you to do on the back, this is a story called The House. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And in that 5 minutes, I want you to look at this, read it, make notes where you think you should make notes, lots and lots it, don't hot it yet, but go through, read it, and make notes. Think about it, okay? 5 minutes, and then you're going to have to work with someone else, so you want to make sure you get it done.